Welcome to Workplace SOS. I'm Donna Sand.
And I'm Evan Marcus.
And we're here to give you tips to help alleviate stress and anxiety in the workplace. Today's topic is trouble sleeping.
Yes.
Can you explain a little bit
Yeah,
about
well,
this, Evan?
I think that's probably pretty, people can understand. I mean, how many people do we hear, we know ourselves that have trouble sleeping? I can't tell you how many leaders I'm dealing with that say, I can't sleep at night, I have trouble sleeping at night, I wake up in the middle of the night. It's a very common issue that people face.
And they also have trouble calming down before sleep
Yes.
at night, stopping the thoughts that are going on all day long.
Yeah.
And some of the symptoms that might accompany this?
Well, obviously, it's waking up, or like you said, having trouble falling asleep in the first place. The thought symptoms are, oh no, how am I going to get through work today? Oh no, I'm not getting enough sleep. Oh no, here we go again.
Right, yeah, that's the big one. It's happening again.
It's happening again.
Yes. And how about some physical? I know for myself, it definitely starts with irritability.
Right.
Yeah.
I know for a lot of people, one, it's that tightness in the throat, sense of physical agitation. You're in bed and you're turning back and forth and you just don't feel comfortable, and just that physical heebie-jeebies kind of feeling. Or panic. People I know get panic attacks because they woke up and they can't get back to sleep.
Absolutely. So now we're going to share with you the mindset mantras that we will give you to help you work this situation down. So what is the first mini mantra that
And again, for people who are new to us, these are phrases that we use in the situation. Like, again, if you're having trouble falling asleep or you woke up in the middle of the night, and these are phrases that we use to retrain our thinking, because so many of the symptoms we experience you don't realize that they're being driven by our thoughts. Change the thoughts, change the situation.
Yes.
So, and I'm sorry, so the first one was?
Averageness.
Yeah, the averageness.
It's so average to not to be able to sleep. Even just the fact that we're getting older, studies show that your sleep just decreases.
Right.
It's a natural progression of nature. It's average. People who suffer with anxiety and stress, or who don't suffer with anxiety and stress, everybody has trouble sleeping at some point or another.
And the importance of having that phrase, averageness, is because we're trying to turn that dimmer switch down. Internally, our thoughts, our reactions, either turning the switch up, which gives us more stress, or starting to turn it down, which allows us to calm and relax. So that phrase going, okay, it's average. It's average to have trouble sleeping. It's average to wake up at night. As you start to tell yourself, it's one of those things that start turning, the dimmer switch down. And you add the other two we're about to do, and collectively, they really can help you.
And it's because we think this is only happening to us.
Right.
I know myself, if I'm laying in bed and I'm awake, well, everybody else in the house is sleeping.
Right.
Or you think, everybody else got a good night's sleep, or this person at work looks happy and I'm dragging today. It happens to everybody. It's not just happening to us.
And I think we're going to cheat a little today and give people four, because there's one that goes with the average. The other one is exceptionality.
Yes.
So when you start having those, and what I found with this, Donna, it's so subtle. You think, how would a thought change how I feel? But this is how it works. When you start having those thoughts, the exceptionality means I should be sleeping through the night. Everybody else is sleeping through the night. What's wrong with me? That's exceptionality, and that's doing the opposite of averageness. Each time you have that thought, you're putting a little bit more of that dimmer switch up.
Right.
And changing your inner environment.
Yeah.
So.
And then the second mindset mantra that we have here is, it's not dangerous.
Right.
It's not dangerous to go through a spell where we're not sleeping well.
Correct. And again, why this is important, and it's a phrase you tell yourself, okay, it's not dangerous. It's not dangerous. Because subtly, what you're telling yourself, there's some danger here in me not sleeping. And again, that turns the dimmer switch up. As soon as you're starting to think something's wrong, there's something dangerous here, I'm not going to be able to get through the day, all that little bit of danger turns it up. So when you start telling yourself, all right, I'm awake, it's not dangerous, right? Yeah. Now, we're not saying people who never sleep ever for 4 days in a row, month in a row. I mean, that's something you got to go see your doctor
exactly,
with.
yes.
But we're talking about the average, I woke up in the middle of the night,
Right.
I have some trouble sleeping. So again, this is where this can start to help you. Tell yourself, okay, it's not dangerous.
Or even once you've seen your doctor and he says, everything's okay, then this is where these mindset mantras come in and then help you work the situation down, which brings us into our last spot, work it down. Don't work it up. And a great example that I've been using lately was because part of my issue was when my stress and anxiety kicked in, I started having trouble sleeping, and I really attached a lot of danger to it, and it really impacted my day, and I became a little obsessive about it. Then I had to change my thought, and I had to work it down, because I told myself, well, when my kids were young and born and didn't sleep at night,
Right.
and they woke me up and I didn't sleep for hours, to me, that wasn't dangerous at all. That was just part of life.
Right.
So that is sort
That's
of
really
what
good.
I'm now trying to work it down. Every time I have a restless night's sleep, I just go back, well, this used to happen before and it never bothered me. Why does it bother me now?
Correct.
So I keep working it down.
Yeah, it's a great phrase, this idea of working it down. What works us up or works us down? Working it up is when we start processing, thinking of the negative thoughts. Uh-oh, what's going to happen? Here we go again. Each one of those thought patterns is working ourselves up.
Yes.
So the opposite is to work ourselves down. We need to purposely change our thoughts, replace the negative thoughts with positive thoughts. You can start, so what works it down? These phrases, averageness works it down. I've done this before. I'll get through it. It's not that big a deal. Most likely I'll fall back asleep. So any of those thought patterns can start to work ourselves down.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Want to repeat the three to
The
help
three, yep. So the averageness of not sleeping.
Yep.
It's not dangerous to not sleep as soon as you cleared it with your doctor.
Yeah.
And don't work it up.
Yep. So
Work
keep
it down.
repeating those three phrases to yourselves, and we're not promising a perfect night's sleep. That's unrealistic, but we're promising we'll really be able to help yourself.
That would
by
be
using this.
exceptional
Yes,
to have
it
the
would.
good nights,
Yeah,
the perfect
that was our
night's sleep.
fourth one. We got 4 today.
I'm Donna Sand,
I'm Evan Marcus.
and you've been watching Workplace SOS.